Welcome everybody. It's a pleasure to be here among the Planetier community, a talented pool of collaborators and innovators. So I'm going to introduce a topic around the Landbell Group and what we do in terms of circular economy, which is going to be a good introduction for the next roundtable. So it's undeniable that we need to transition towards circular economy, and we already have some good and promising examples. Some of them even showed at this own event. But we are far from being perfect, and a lot of challenges are still to be tackled. And the slide is not working. But I can speak without them anyway. Even though circular economy is on the agenda, according to the latest Circular Gap report, the world in 2023 is only 7.2% circular, a drop of 21% from the previous 2018 report. So at the same time, consumption is accelerating. And so that, to give you an idea, in the same 5 years period, from 2018 to 2023, we have witnessed a consumption increase of 28%. So meaning that on that 5 years, we consumed 28% of all humankind consumption from the same equivalent from 1900s. But how then can extended producer responsibility, which is basically the framework where the Landbell Group operates, being an enabler of circular economy? So for the ones that don't know extended producer responsibility, and because I have very few time, so it's basically a policy instrument that makes accountable producers. So, and here producers is the first person that puts a given product in the market, makes them accountable for the entire life cycle cost of that product. So what it makes is that the producers need to finance the end of life cost of that product when it reaches the end of life, when it becomes waste. And this is very important because then there will be enough money to ensure that that product is properly recycled, reused, or repurposed. So extended producer responsibility not only provides a fair and level playing field among all producers, because the law is applicable to all of them in the same manner, but also it provides a continuous, ongoing, and sufficiently, we hope, funding in order for those products to be recycled at the end of life. But it's more than a funding system. It's a system also that brings transparency among all the actors that need to be involved in this extended producer responsibility system. It also promotes consumer awareness. It also drives innovation, and not only from product design side, making the product more prepared to be recycled, reused, and repurposed, but also can drive innovation also with the waste management infrastructure. And it also supports the waste management infrastructure, not only by giving money to integrate the existing infrastructure, but also promoting and creating new infrastructure for new product streams. We cannot solve the issue of the slides. So, Landbell Group acts on extended producer responsibility. In fact, we are mainly a worldwide provider of environment and chemical consultancy and extended producer responsibility platform. And we are a worldwide organization. We started in Germany, and we are still headquarters there, but we have expanded now outside European borders, in India, in the United States, and abroad. And we are proud to be a middle-sized company with 450 employees, but coming from a very different and diverse background for more than 30 nationalities. And our services are very diverse, and we try to accomplish the entire life cycle of the manufacturer. So we have products that we offer from the stage of the product design, such as ingredient sourcing, substances analysis, and these kind of things, up to the end of life, where we have our core business, which is producer responsibility organizations with our schemes that manage extended producer responsibility in given markets. So extended producer responsibility is quite successful in the way that it's quite spread around the world currently. But there's still a lot of things to do, because even though the markets are wide covered, not only in Europe but elsewhere, there are geographies where extended producer responsibility is still at the early stage. They have a very light touch. They don't cover many streams, or even enforcement is weak in some cases. So what is our success and what is our contribution to circular economy? So I'm going to speak a little bit about the operational reality. So with our 43 producer responsibility organizations throughout the world, in the past 20 years, we have collected and managed more than 12 million tons of waste. Packaging, electric and electronic waste, batteries, and from those 12 million tons, we have transformed in resources 9 million tons, in resources that gave birth to new products and to new applications. Okay, now the slides are coming, so fast forward. So, so basically EPR contribution, EPR global print, the Landbell Group. So I guess that the organization will share the slides afterwards, probably. So this is our products and the way that they are spread around the product's life cycle of a manufacturer. This is basically our landscape of producer responsibility organizations in the world. So the most recent one, and we have the representative here, is the textile scheme in ERP Netherlands. So, and this was what I was talking a little bit about, which is the quantities of collected, treated, and waste among the different categories, electronic waste, packaging, and batteries. But circular economy, it's not only that. We are much more going further as an enabler of circular economy. One of them is bringing all this expertise from managing for 20 years these producer responsibility organizations, and bringing advisory and consultancy to geographies and organizations that are starting. We do that by our advisory program, and you can see on the slide some examples of completed projects and ongoing projects. These projects are normally funded by the World Bank or the German Development Agency, and they surface really around packaging and plastic because it's a hot topic. But yes, we give our know-how and expertise to others in order to make producer responsibility organizations more efficient, more effective. And also, we drive innovation. And we drive innovation by promoting an award, a Green Alley Award, that is there for the last 10 years. And since the beginning, I guess we got more than 1,900 applications. So basically what we do, we promote startups that have tangible solutions for and examples of promoting circular economy in areas like digitalization, waste management, or recycling, and they pitch and then they are awarded. And you can see one example of this year winner, Pupatronics, later on at this stage, where they are going to showcase their innovative solution of a chip-free, metal-free label, which is both cost-effective and compatible with the recycling process later on. But we did that for the past 10 years, but we don't want to stop. So how do we want to continue our path towards circular economy? We want to grow our producer responsibility organization network. This is where we excel. We want to cover more markets, we want to cover more streams. In fact, extended producer responsibility, the tendency is more and more product streams is going to be included into the regulation. But also, we want to make the new PRO organizations and EPR legislation more effective. And we bring the expertise also to try to convince the players in the market to implement a more efficient EPR implementation. And we believe in competition. We believe that each actor in the system needs to have clear roles and responsibilities. We believe in effective and fair enforcement and clear mechanisms that are level playing field. We believe in smart collection targets for each one of the markets and the systems. We also believe in closing the loop through eco-modulation, and also that we need, so the end user, the consumer, is key into this equation, because it's the origin of everything. If they don't behave properly, all the rest of the system will crumble. So we need to incentivize and boost a lot the consumer awareness. But also, we want to stimulate innovation. We need that, not only to tackle the new streams, but also because recycling infrastructure and network needs to be more efficient. And therefore, we want to support R&D projects. We want to develop partnerships with key players that will help us drive through innovation to our own customers. And, of course, developing partnerships to closing the loop. And for that, we are going to have the next round discussion about circular economy and closing the loops, where our panelists will bring a breadth of knowledge and expertise around the subject, and they are going to be moderated by Filipa Moita. So Filipa, I think that we are going to have an open and dynamic dialogue about the topic, and let's see where the dialogue will lead us. Thank you very much.